All right, welcome back to the channel. This week we are spending our time with this 2025 Volkswagen ID.Buzz. What a weird EV it is, but yet probably one of the coolest EVs on the market today. I mean, they just don't make them like this ever. And it's really cool to see a brand like Volkswagen take a chance on something that probably won't sell that well, because it's one of those EVs that's going to take a super specific buyer in order to want it. And you know, it's such an interesting EV. I mean, it just, you know, it's a bus. It's a mini bus. It's considered a minivan, but I like to call it a mini bus. I mean, look how cool that looks. It's all electric. It's the first edition, of course, because here in Canada, I think that's all we have available. Got really cool style caps there. I like this as well with the front light bar. I love the two-tone with the white and then the blue underneath. I've been in this parking lot for about an hour just filming the exterior and stuff, and it's already attracted a lot of attention. It's already attracted, you know, people stopping, coming over here for no reason to ask what the heck is that, or just they didn't even know it exists. So we're gonna spread a lot of joy this week. Let's check out the trunk quickly. Why don't we start there? Nice ID.Buzz badge. 4Motion badge there as well. So the trunk is interesting because of course it's a 3-row. I'm probably going to drive with a third row up the whole time, but we have like these Volkswagen branded little storage cubby bins. It's really cool, and I'm sure you can take this down. We'll probably figure that out a little bit later on during the week. But yeah, it's an interesting guy. I like the way that it does that, and yeah, I think it's going to be really cool and really interesting. Charge port is right over here. You can see pretty standard stuff. Nothing weird. It's got the fast charge capability. This guy comes off probably somehow. I don't even know yet. There we go. Oh, it's got like its own little handle. That's interesting, isn't it? All right. So there you go. That charges no problem. Should be easy. I'm going to charge it like just on the normal power outlet. But yeah, it looks so interesting. But let's hop in. Let's hop in and let's see what it's all about. All right. Welcome now on the road. 2025 Volkswagen ID.Buzz, and you are so far away from me, like it's not even funny. Like I've had to place my phone, and I'm probably gonna have to bring it closer over the week because it just feel like so far away. Because the windshield in this thing is actually so far away from the driving position. Like it's just out there. It's just gone. Like so, like just driving it like in tight spaces or in traffic, like I feel like I always have so much of a gap in front of me because I don't exactly know where the front is. Like I can't see it really. I guess it's kind of where that bulge is right in front there, but like the dash just keeps going. The dash behind the steering wheel just keeps going and going. Like I can't reach the windshield, and even if I like leaned super forward, I still couldn't reach it. So it's kind of like creating this weird space thing with me, but I'm quite high up actually. I've got like a very good field of view here. Like I'm towering pretty much over everything, so that's good. I can kind of see everything, and I've got a good visibility because there's like these pillars with windows. I've got the A and B pillars, but they're again so far away that it creates this opportunity for another window. And yeah, I can see out of the left and right side, so I can kind of, you know, see where the vehicle is. It does have sort of like a 360-degree kind of overhead camera, which is good, so that helps. But yeah, driving has been pretty decent actually. Like no big complaints, nothing really crazy to report. Although it does attract quite a lot of attention, obviously. I guess that's kind of a given. From not only the older crowd, I've had quite a bit of smiles from the younger crowd as well. It more brings joy to people, you know, like they're never gonna own it, they're never gonna buy it, but if they see it passing them on the road, they quite enjoy that. And so yeah, I'm bringing some joy here at the end of the summer, and the allergy season is kicking in. So if my nose sounds like it's absolutely messed up, well, it's because it is. It really is. So yeah, I mean it's just going to be quite interesting to drive this around for a week. It's already interesting just with the interactions. Like I said, in that parking lot, I got approached a few times already. So it's definitely not going to stop. It's probably only going to get more and more involved, and you will see if I can turn the camera on for a couple of them. That would be cool. In terms of speed, it does have some, like I can just press it and it goes. I mean, this bus can move. This bus will smoke anybody off the line. Don't even try me. I was getting tailgated on the way here by like some kid in an Audi, and he was like, you could see like the front jumping up because I was doing the speed limit, God forbid. So I was like, you know what? Let's wait till the speed limit changes and then see. And then the speed limit changed, and I was gone before that guy even knew what happened. Me and my Volkswagen bus was absolutely gone. And so, like, yeah, there's still not a lot a little gas car can do about it. It's still got enough power to get you a little bit excited, but the power, the performance is not what you're looking for or to be excited about when it comes to the ID.Buzz. It is simply the way that it is. Just this thing existing brings a lot of joy to everybody involved in looking at it. So, but yeah, so far it's weird, and it doesn't, well, it drives weird because I'm not really used to how big I am yet, but that's about it. I mean, it just is going to attract a ton of attention, and it's an absolute minibus. It's not a minivan. This is a minibus, and it feels like it, and it's kind of cool for it. And I like this interior so far, but I'll take you through all that more as we go through. But as far as first impression goes, is yeah, it's weird at first, and it kind of drives weird at first, but I think as we get on through the week here, that'll kind of phase itself out. So let's see what we can get up to. All right, so welcome back outside with the Volkswagen ID.Buzz. Spent more time with it, got more reactions from it, and generally the consensus is it's really, really cool. But again, just like I had last week with the Charger EV, not a soul, not a single person said, I want to buy this car, or this SUV, or this van, whatever you want to call it. And I get it, and I can't fault them for that. You know, like, it makes perfect sense. It is just too much money. But I think if it wasn't, this would be like such a sought after van. It is not even funny, because the amount of joy that it brings to people, just in general, everybody loves it. Everybody's like, oh my God, I didn't know they made that. And it's electric. That is just awesome. So like, Volkswagen, just make it cheaper. It's like, it probably costs a ton to make something like this, and you got to give it to them for making something that they knew wouldn't sell. I mean, that's it. I love this two-tone right here. I think it's really good. I saw a black one, like a black on black with a white interior. I like the white interior, I think, more than I like the tan, but I have a kid, so that tan interior will last a lot longer for me than something that white would. The exterior on the white looks really good. And you know what? Let's check out inside. Why don't we? Let's start with the back. Open this up, and it's obviously an automatic door, no problem. You're greeted by the tan interior. I've got my baby seat installed for the week here, and you know, I've got nice little, they look like environmentally friendly carpets. I'm sure they are. And you've also got like a really nice leather seat here as well, with the car seat tie down points right here. These seats obviously fold down, and you can even get them to completely move out of the way, so the ability to get into that third row is super easy. And then you can just simply push it back here. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Push this back and lock it into place. And then there you go. So let's actually hop in here. Very easy to do that as well. You can see I'm in the park here. Very nice. I've got a ton of leg room back here. I mean, you just chill out back here, no problem. This little center console thing can be moved. That's why you see these little markings on the floor. So you can actually move it back to here in this position, or even further back to have it right in the middle. So it could either block the lane. You can see there's a cutout in the carpet for that, or you can have it here and it won't block the lane at all. We also have these like frosted glass thing. I'll show you that in a second, because the car has to be on. Got this little grab handle here to get in should you need it. And then of course we do have armrests right here. And then you can see on the door here, over this side, I've got USB-C ports, as well as the ability to use the window there. And I've got heated seats and the Harman-Kardon speaker right there. So let's actually hop back here into the third row. I can almost fully stand up in here. So the headrests are currently not up, but you can raise them up like that. But yeah, sitting in the third row, I have so much room back here. Even back here, it's just crazy. Cup holder there, USB-C port there on this side. You've also got your vents back there as well, and the climate control for the rear is going to be right over there, so it looks pretty good. And yeah, so much room back here, just a ton of room. So let's actually get out of here and hop into the front seat. Close this. You can either press the button here from the inside or give a squeeze to that handle to close it. Let's hop in the front though. We've got really nice looking tan interior kind of door here. It's very easy to get in. You can see there's like a little step for that. There's also 2 sets of memory seat settings, as well as all the power controls, and there is a massage seat for the driver and the passenger, surprisingly. Very cool. So to get in, standard Volkswagen steering wheel with your touch buttons and stuff like that. I don't like them. I wish they go away, but the vehicle just turns on once you press the brake, and there we go. The steering remains locked until you put it into drive or reverse or something. So I've got lighting controls over here, touch button as well. At least all of the windshield wiper and turn signal stuff is not touched, so that's good. We have an absolutely massive windshield. I mean, the dashboard continues forever. I couldn't even try to reach it from my seating position. So it creates like this weird driving sensation sometimes. Like I feel like I'm close to something, but I'm not, because I'm sitting so far back in the vehicle. Like you really have to adjust your perception for that. Then we have the digital infotainment display. It's the new Volkswagen one with a good redesign. So this one's actually the good one. It's been like redone. So like it's still not great. Like obviously you'd still want touch buttons here. You'd still want something physical because it's all like, this, and it's not that I don't like using it. It's not fun. Sometimes the CarPlay glitches out on me, so like there still is work to do here via software update, I think, but they've got like a good base now, I think, and if it stays this way and they add physical buttons, I think a lot of us will be happy. Heated and ventilated seats, which is very nice. I've also got a heated steering wheel with that button right there, so pretty standard stuff. Built-in navigation. You also have the Harman Kardon sound profile system. We have the parking. This is one of the pain points here for the thing. Look, this camera. I think like a flip phone 20 years ago probably had better quality than that. I mean, what is that? And then the front camera, I think that this all is the front camera. Like it's just, hello? It's not good. The rear isn't any better, honestly. You can have side and then rear. Yeah. I had a flip phone that looked like this. Maybe better. It's no good. They need to fix that because it's a big vehicle. It's a lot of money. I don't want to have that kind of quality in my camera. It's not good enough. And then we also have some charging stuff, some optimization stuff right there as well. No problem. And yeah, it's just a very clean system. I like the look of it a lot more, but still definitely work to do for Volkswagen there. They will get better. I've got USB-C ports here as well as a wireless charger. I've got the cup holders right down here, and this is for our doors, so you can open the left, right, or turn it off. And then here is where also I have my kind of center console storage. You've got a little drawer that will pull out right here. You can put some stuff in there, no problems. Very cool. And then if you push it down on this button, you can actually disconnect it, move it, or take it out completely should you want to do that. And then the passenger seat, we've got like this nice wood trim here. They've also got the glove compartment as well as a little bit of storage there and a USB-C port in the door. The only thing is, if you have something plugged in on the seat here and then you open the door and you open it fully, it's going to yank whatever it is right out of the vehicle. So it's kind of an interesting USB-C port placement. I like kind of the ID.Buzz logo right there, as well as the nice headrest, the yellow accent. So let's show you this. So right now this is in its frosted mode. Let's unfrost it. Oh, magic. Look at that. You can see the trees. And then not anymore. That is a really cool tech, and I just love doing it, and it impresses everybody that sees it. Very cool. Love that. So overall, a nice interior space. I don't hate it. I think you have so much room in here. It's ridiculous. So that is going to be excellent for, a lot of people that want to do a lot of traveling and stuff like that. If you can afford this thing, or if you want to live in it. I mean, this is a football field. You probably can do that too. All right. So welcome back on the road now with the Volkswagen ID.Buzz. We're about midway through the week here, and it's just been like so easy just to hop in this van and just get around and do everything I need to do. I do feel like a van driver. I kind of, I feel like I'm driving something big, and I definitely feel like I'm driving some type of bus, and just the attention that it gets is very funny. It's a lot of smile. It's just pure joy. I'm just bringing joy to everybody, and nobody hates seeing this thing on the road. And that's really cool to just be, the guy bringing it. It's cool. And even the younger generation, like I drive around and they're giving me thumbs up, and they're like, "Oh my God, what is that?" So it's been fun that way. And just driving, it's been really comfortable too. Like I don't really feel a lot of the bumps and bangs of the crappy Montreal roads here, and it's been smooth handling. I'm really not in sport mode or anything like that. Although it does have a sport mode, it can rip a little bit. Like if I put it here in sport mode and I give it like this, like it's definitely there, but absolutely unnecessary. Like, I'll probably, just smoke anybody off the line, but it's not really what I'm aiming to do or what I really want to do with this vehicle. I just want to, go the speed limit and relax, have a good time, and watch people stare at this thing. And it's kind of all you do when you're driving around in your Buzz, because I think the biggest problem with the Buzz is going to be its range. I'm at 98% state of charge. I got 412 kilometers, so say like 420 at 100. So, like, it's a vehicle that's meant to go everywhere as long as you don't need to go anywhere, because it's like one of those things where I'm not going to do a road trip with this thing, even knowing that's kind of what it's designed for. It's designed for, the long trips and the cross country, but it would take me a considerable amount of time because I'm constantly at the charger. And, it's not a performance EV either. It's just simply a fully, electric van. So it should be able to have more. Like, I would rather this thing weigh a little bit more and have a little bit more battery capacity to kind of, live up to its name of, like, it's the ultimate traveler. Because this would be really good on a road trip if you could actually road trip it for some decent time. I mean, 400 kilometers is not zero, and it's not terrible, but you just wish there was more. You just wish that, that you could go from Montreal to Toronto. It's about 500 kilometers on one charge. I just simply couldn't do that. Maybe you could make it happen if you go in eco mode and you turn the AC off, and you probably could, like, hypermile it if you wanted to, or hyper kilometer it if you want to. But, like, having to do that in something like this, you just shouldn't have to do it. And so that's going to be one of its drawbacks, other than the obvious one is the price point, because it's fun to drive. It handles well. It handles like a bus. I love I love having two armrests, and just makes the driving experience very seamless, very easy. It's not necessarily an engaging and driving experience. It's just simple. And that's kind of what you want it for, though. I want to fit all my kids in the back and do whatever I need to do. I only have one kid, so she fits no problem, but I definitely have room for more, or more adults, or just, like, have a good time. And it's not, like, doesn't look like a minivan, although technically it is, and it's kind of the coolest thing ever. It's the coolest minivan around, possibly one of the coolest EVs around. Just that drawback with the range. Visibility is also pretty good. I like this kind of frosted glass thing. My daughter really, really likes it. At the age of like 19 months old, she is a big fan of pointing at it, and then I turn it on or off, and she thinks she's a magic, I think. And so I am number one for that, and I like that, and I like showing her that stuff. But I've got like these little windows between the pillars that kind of help visibility a little bit, kind of help me pass cyclists, get a good idea of where they are, because if it was just a blank panel, well, then I would lose them completely in these mirrors or in the body frame. So I'm glad I can kind of see out of everywhere. Kind of gives me a good 360 view, so that's not too bad either. Seats are very comfortable as well. It will massage me, but it's not something I ever use. But it's nice to see Volkswagen kind of putting that in here and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll see if we can do like a grocery run, or like maybe a bigger grocery run or a Costco run this week, or something that challenges the interior space, because the simple needs that I have do not challenge this interior space at all. It's laughable how much space I have in here. I mean, you could definitely camp out in here. You can do all that stuff, no problem. But yeah, for my needs, probably would never need to do that. But if I ever did want to go camping, I'd be able to do it in some pretty nice style with my Volkswagen Buzz. That is for sure. But let me know what you think. What do you think of the driving so far? What do you think of the spec? How do you feel about the range? To say, like, my test has been 420 kilometers at 100%. Not great. And right now it says since I started, I'm doing 20 kilowatt hours. It's not great, but I'm doing a lot of like city driving, a lot of stop signs and speed bumps, so I'm slowing down quite often. So for those things, so it is what it is. But you let me know in the comments, what do you think about the Volkswagen ID.Buzz? I really, really want to hear your thoughts, and I'll pick it back up a little bit later. All right, back outside with the Volkswagen ID.Buzz, and this is interesting. So this is what's in the front. So if you're wondering how to change the windshield wiper, well, it's going to be right there. You can see it. And like, this is kind of all you get. There's no front trunk or anything like that. And I think if you wanted to change like the air filter or something, like you have to take off quite a bit of like this panel and then go in there, and then like it's not accessible. So I worry a little bit about like maintenance costs on this thing and stuff, just because of how it looks. And also the fact that it's held together with like the seatbelt looking thing is just, I don't know. I feel like at some point it will come off.
and you just have to hope it goes back on. It's very interesting. Could have been an opportunity for a front trunk there, but I'm not sure how that would happen, because I'm sure there's a whole bunch of different technology under that massive dashboard there. So it was one of those weird ones that sometimes you see. But another weird thing going on with the Volkswagen ID.Buzz, but still pretty cool. I'll put the horsepower number. I think it's like 355 horsepower and 400 something pound-feet of torque, but I'll put it on the screen in case you're interested. All right, so let's end things off right here on what pretty much is my last day with a Volkswagen ID.Buzz. Technically tomorrow is a day off here in Canada, but still this will kind of be my last day filming the vehicle after 7 days with it. So, after 7 days, my opinion has not changed too much. I think it's weird. I think it definitely has a place in this market. I think it is very cool. The amount of attention that it gets is just unreal. So if you want it for that, like for just the pure, like, eye-grabbing EV, then that's what it is. But I worry about its range. I worry about being able to charge this thing and just generally using it for like long road trips. The daily commute that I have is absolutely no issue, but you always wonder, what would it be like to take a road trip in this? Would it be easy? Because technically you could sleep in it because it's got so much room, and it would be easy in that sense, but to actually drive it, I don't know. And long term, I worry about it a little bit as well. So yeah, it's one of those things. But we'll see how things go. We'll see how this thing ages, and we'll take it from there, because I think it has its place in the market, but it's definitely got to get more range. If it had more range, it would be so much more attractive, and the price point would be more attractive too. So I'll leave it there. But let me know what you think. You like the color? You like the spec? Do you like the Volkswagen ID.Buzz at all? Let me know in the comments. With that being said, I'll see you next week. See you in the next car. Take care.